Robert C. Moss was a farmer who lived his whole life in southwest Georgia and supported his family by farming the fertile soil. His friends knew him better as Moose. Over the years, Moose left his mark in many ways, on his family, on his church, on his friends, and on his community. One of the marks he left was the result of a vision he first had back in 1988. Moose died in October 1993 and never saw the dream fully realized. But now I'm sure he smiles down on every new milestone that dream produces. Build it, and they will come. 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 Build it, and they will come.
As in the movie Field of Dreams, it was so often said, build it and they will come. And Moose and company have built it and we have come.
Yes, Moose Moss had the dream. His vision and his determination, combined with the enthusiastic efforts of a proud community, resulted in one of the finest outdoor diving facilities in the United States. It's the only diving complex in the country that was designed for and by divers. And that extra know-how and expertise is evident in every detail. Come, let's take a look. As you can see, the facility includes 4 3-meter boards and 4 1-meter boards, plus the 1, 3, 5, 7.5, and 10-meter platforms. The facility was designed to accommodate several teams at one time. This was an important consideration because we wanted to make sure our facility offered the very best atmosphere to be found anywhere for training and competition.
I was here last year when we dedicated this pool for Moose Moss, who was the person who was responsible for this beautiful facility here at Moultrie. And the only people that knew about this facility were the people in Moultrie. But now, guess what? We've had the national championships here, the men and women from all over the United States, and they've seen what the kind of a pool this is, and there's no doubt about it. I haven't heard one person that didn't say that this is the finest outdoor facility in the United States. And not only that, but what they found out is the Southern hospitality is outstanding here. You know what? They had a meal for us the other night, and it was steak. I've never come to a swimming or a diving meet where they ever had steak. It's usually hot dogs or fried chicken or something. We had steak, and it was just fantastic. So the people that come in here want to come back. And, you know, the rest of the world has found out about this place because they're trying to come from all over the world to come here and practice here right before the Olympic Games. But we're trying to get the United States to get here first because this is the place to come. It's close by. It's the best facility in the United States you can find. Every time I've come back here, I fall in love with it even more than I did the first time. And I've been here about 20 times, and I was just telling them over there, I said, you know, I think I might even move down here.
And get involved it did. When the Moss Farms Diving Association and the city of Moultrie, Georgia hosted the 1994 Phillips 66 Senior National Diving Meet, the whole town beamed with pride. The governor of Georgia, the Honorable Zell Miller, set the tone during the opening ceremonies.
You know, to some it may seem unusual that rural South Georgia is a place where you can find a mecca for divers. Think about it. Here in Moultrie, Georgia, legendary divers like Sammy Lee and Cindy Potter are here, right here. Some may wonder how a small agricultural community can produce so many top divers who compete across this nation and around the world. And the obvious answer is this outstanding state-of-the-art diving facility, the dream and the work and the vision of Moose Moss. It meets all the specifications of international competition and is one of the finest, if not the finest, in the United States.
And just where is this mecca of diving, as it was once described in the coach's voice? Moultrie is located in southwest Georgia, 198 miles south of Atlanta and 60 miles north of Tallahassee, Florida. It is easily accessible with air transportation only 35 miles away in Albany, Georgia, and only 1 hour from Tallahassee. Hartsfield International Airport in Atlanta is only a 3.5-hour drive down Interstate 75. There are also 2 airports in Moultrie to serve private aircraft. One is the Moultrie Municipal Airport, and the other is Spence Field, a former air base that is now used for private aircraft.
Mickey, this is your first time to Moultrie, Georgia, and your first time to the Moose Moss Diving Complex. Tell me, what's your first impression?
It's been wonderful. I think it's hard to actually describe what the best part is. Obviously, the pool and the facilities are terrific, and to have this wonderful facility all in one spot and to have this many boards is special. But what goes along with it has been the wonderful Southern hospitality and the folks around the pool who have been so helpful to us.
Moultrie is known as a city of Southern living because it's rich in Southern grace and charm. Just a glimpse of its turn-of-the-century courthouse, framed by Southern magnolias and setting majestically in the center of the town square, will tell you that this is a great place to live, work, and play. But to hometown folks, that's not just a slogan. It's a way of life that they are eager to share with visitors.
I'm talking with 7-time Olympic diving coach Ron O'Brien. Ron, what is your impression of the diving complex here in Moultrie?
Well, it's an excellent complex. I think it's equivalent to any complex we have in the country, indoor or outdoor, because the way it's constructed, the little things that have been done to make it more convenient and comfortable for the divers kind of stand it apart from other complexes.
And for its out-of-town visitors, Moultrie offers a wide variety of accommodations, ranging from traditional motels to quaint hunting plantations nestled in some of the most beautiful settings to be found anywhere. There are more than 200 motel rooms located within 10 minutes of the Moose Moss Aquatic Center and nearly 5,000 rooms in neighboring towns, all within a 30-minute drive of Moultrie.
This is your first time competing in Moultrie at the Moose Moss Diving Complex. What is your impression?
Awesome. Outstanding facility. It's probably, I believe, and I've been all around the world competing for the last 14 years, and I believe it's the finest outdoor diving facility, if not the finest in all facilities in the world.
And for that quiet campus-style setting, you might prefer to stay at Norman Assembly. This beautiful facility is located just 15 minutes away and offers clean, comfortable rooms, a cafeteria, gymnasium, pool, and tennis court, and is just perfect for team focusing. It can house up to 350 people.
There is so many different boards you can choose from, and they're all great. All the platforms are solid. It's very open and spacious. And I think for the people that are coming to Atlanta in 1996, all the international divers will have the opportunity to possibly come here to this facility and train to get acclimated to this to U.S. time zone and before they go on to Atlanta. So I think this is a haven definitely for the international competition.
Or you can sample true Southern living at one of Moultrie's hunting plantations. These lodges host hundreds of hunters during the quail hunting season and are available to visitors who want to get away from it all to enjoy the beauty of a Southern plantation.
And to come home to a place that's more beautiful and more, shall I say, workable than any place I've ever seen. My goodness, you can get so much done in such a short time as far as diving is concerned that there's no place in the world that can equal it. They can't even compete with you. This is the most wonderful diving setup in the entire world.
Yes, it's all right here in Moultrie, Georgia, where Moose Moss built the Pool of Dreams, and it's ready for you.
I'm talking with Cynthia Potter, who is the chair for the trustees for the United States Diving Foundation and former 3-time Olympic diver. Cynthia, is this your first time in Moultrie at this diving complex?
It is the first time I've ever been here. Over so many years of hearing about Moss Farms and the wonderful people in Moultrie. This is my first time, and I tell you what, I don't want to leave.
Y'all come.